Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Beatles Toy Box. This is the fourth episode. I can't believe I've made four of these already. Hopefully, you are enjoying these, or some people are enjoying these as much as I am making them. So, this next episode, we're going to be taking a look at a couple things. First of all, we're going to look at the new line of Super Mario toys and figures from Fisher-Price. And then I'm going to take you on another sort of basement tour slash Transformers tour. I'm going to focus on Transformers. And we're going to go through my basement, take a look at some of my collection, specifically focused on Transformers. And so hopefully, if you're a Transformers fan, you'll stick around to check that out. And then lastly, I'm going to spend some time talking about another amazing designer that I've been very lucky to meet a few times, a guy named Chris Lee. And, he's an illustrator. He's a graphic designer, but he's also a toy maker, and he's made a ton of really cool toys that I've been lucky to collect, and we'll take a look at those together as well. But so first up, let's take a look at the new line from Fisher-Price. Okay, in front of me right now, I have what I think is all of the Super Mario, Fisher-Price, My Mario figures and sets. And these were actually pretty difficult to get a hold of. You may or may not know I'm a Canadian collector, so we don't necessarily get everything up in Canada that's available in other parts of the world. But I was able to find these slowly over time. I think the hardest piece to find actually was the little fire flower Mario there. But my local EB Games eventually got them in, which was awesome. I scored this amazing set of all 6 of the vinyl figures. You've got Yoshi, Luigi, Mario, Bowser, Toad, and Peach. So you get every single sort of main Super Mario character in the Little People format. And then I also managed to score the 2 figure sets, which has Bowser with his ship. And the ship, I believe, has a couple of different functions, but there's like a cannon that launches off that, or a cannonball that launches off that. And then the biggest set is the unbelievably huge Little People. It's like a Mario level. This thing, it's got drain pipes. It's got another Mario figure included. And it also, if I can turn that on, sound. How awesome is that? And I think there's a couple of different sound effects. Had to turn that off. So awesome. Feels like literally an entire level of Mario come to life. And, if you are a Canadian collector, I picked these up also, this larger set at EB Games. I think I got the vinyl figure set, the Little People. I may have picked that one up at Superstore. Anyways, fun to chase after them all. And I'm long overdue to open all these up and display them. I just need to find the right place. All right, there's a slightly better look at the level set. again, from Fisher-Price, the Little People collection. Looks so great. And let me see if I can get Bowser's ship in there for close up too. There you can see the ship up close as well. Amazing sets from Fisher-Price.
That's not a plane, that's a robot. That's not a car, that's a robot too. That is a dinosaur, but it's also a robot. Robots in disguise, more than meets the eye. That's not a plane, that's a robot. That's not a car, that's a robot too. Back online after 4 million years. They're fighting a war for energon. Transforming, combining, triple changing. Building a space bridge to get back to Cybertron. That's not a car. That's a robot. And those giant bugs, they're obviously robots. That looks like a cassette tape, but it's a little robot. It looks like a truck, but it's actually a robot. Robots in disguise, more than meets the eye.
Hey, welcome back, and thanks for going on that little Transformers tour with me. Hopefully you enjoyed that. I now want to talk about a incredible designer that I mentioned at the start, a guy named Chris Lee. Online, he goes by The Beast is Back. So that's at The Beast is Back. And Chris does amazing designs, illustrations, but he also does amazing toys. And I feel like, I can't remember the first year that I met him, but immediately fell in love with all of the design work that he does. And I started collecting so many of his pieces. I think one of the first ones that I ever purchased was the Rhino Beetle. And kind of hilarious that it has the same name as me. But he has done a ton of different color versions of this. And this is one of many that I have. And each one, it's terrible because I don't know exactly what, or recall exactly what each one was sort of based off, but beautiful colors. I've got this gorgeous, almost like kind of galaxy colored one there. This last one was kind of, I think it was like, I can't remember if it was like a sticky mango rice type colorway. Turned out beautiful though. And then this one here, which I picked up, and I think this was one of the last ones that I just picked up from Designer Con a few years ago. And it's like a whale shark edition. That one's amazing. And, no surprise, Chris gets to work on like some of the coolest brands ever, like Ninja Turtles. He got the opportunity to redesign all of the turtles. I got the set that has, of course, all four, and huge credit to Chris for not only making this like beautiful redesign of all the main characters, but also making them in packaging that's like really easy to take apart if you want to actually hold the figure and then put it back in the packaging. I love that. Super thoughtful. And these turned out amazing. And I can only imagine how difficult they are to find now, but maybe if you get lucky, you could find them on eBay. Okay, here's another fun one that has to be probably the smallest toy design that or collectible that I have of Chris's, the vampire crab. He did a really limited run of these, and here you can see this little guy. He's a teeny tiny little crab with fangs. It's a vampire crab. Who doesn't need a vampire crab in their collection? This is just the greatest thing ever. Chris comes up with a ton of his own IP or his own designs, like this little guy who is sort of a mythical creature of Japan, I think a kappa. So this is Kappa Carl. And again, Chris with the beautiful packaging that's easy to pull apart. I've had this one a little while, and I'm excited for the first time ever to unbox this new figure that I just got in the mail. This is the mecha version, or the metal version, sorry, of Carl. Chris took the same design and then kind of did him in like almost like a vintage Japanese toy box, which is so cool. And exact same scale as the green Carl, but here he is in his metal version. So cool. It's going to look great in my display case. Yeah, so if you haven't seen Chris's Instagram or his shop or his page, check him out online. Thank you so much again for checking out my 4th episode of Beatles Toy Box. If you're enjoying any of this, please subscribe to this channel. Give me a follow on Instagram. Leave me a note in the comments and tell me if there's something else you'd like me to showcase from my collection. I'd be happy to do that. Thank you so much.